How's it going? It is Mythos, and today we're taking a look at this thing. What is it? There's a bunch of people out there claiming they're speaking to very recently deceased celebrities through this thing. I originally wanted to make one to figure out what it actually was and how they were faking their videos. But then I realised all they were actually doing was overlaying voices they found from elsewhere.
Welcome. Please come in. I can't tell you how pleased I am to see you. Can't tell you how pleased I am.
How's this?
Can't tell you how pleased I am. Can't tell you how pleased I am.
How's this?
Can't tell you how pleased I am.
But I also found out that the main ingredient to this was a spirit box. Now you can see my thoughts on the spirit box in another video, but I do kind of want to use it and try out, but I just don't like that annoying noise that comes from using it. So this thing removes that annoying sound and only leaves the voices, whether you believe they're spirits or not. So I want to show you how to make this device. But first, yes, I just want to thank today's sponsor, manscaped.com. The reason I've turned other offers down and I'm happy to partner with Manscaped is because they're genuinely good products. And trust me when I say I know. If you know me, I have to keep this thing neat and tidy, and this is the tool for me. Whether you just like a little bit of stubble or you need to tackle something bigger, you'll have no problem with the powerful motor, titanium coated T-blade, and its 20 different lengths, which you can easily adjust with the zoom wheel. The 60-minute runtime is ideal and has a 3-level power indicator that lets you know when it needs charging again. Let's not forget to mention that it's also waterproof, so you could even trim in the shower to save time and mess. So head over to manscaped.com. Please use my promo code MYTHOS20 to get 20% off and free shipping. Some discount for you, and it'll also help my channel out. Thank you so much. A link for their website is in the description and in the pinned comment. So I'll show you some testing with this thing, but first let's get it on the table, stripped apart so we can see how it goes together and what you'll need to make one. Also, I'm not going to give you any links for any of these items because it's best just to search for them and see what comes up the cheapest available to you. Except for the speaker. I tried to just get the cheapest speaker I could and I had major problems with this. Nothing would work at all. We want to turn down the spirit box chatter, don't we? But this cheap speaker was just turning down the overall sound, so no good. I've seen a few people using this speaker and it's got separate dials on top, and this is what helps us as well. So this is how basically it should look here. The spirit box to the noise gate to the reverb to the speaker. And this is how I've got my speaker set up if you want to copy off that. I've got this button here pushed outwards, so if you want to do that, and this one all the way around to that side right there. So to connect all of these, we need these things which you can get in packs of multiple. We need the reverb pedal, and we also need the noise gate pedal. And we need this mainly. We don't really need the reverb. That's just kind of a cool little extra thing that people do. We mainly need this because we need to turn this to turn the spirit box chatter down. Okay, so we need one of these. It's just got an aux piece on the end, and that plugs into the headphones on the spirit box, just like that. This piece plugs into the end of that connector, the other side of that into the noise gate, and make sure it's in this side. And then we need to connect the noise gate to the reverb, so grab one of these cables and connect them together. Make sure these are at the top when you connect them together like this. Okay, so then we need to connect this reverb pedal to the speaker. On this speaker you will need to plug it into this little bit here. And there we go. It is as easy as that. That's pretty much it set up. Now obviously if you want to add Velcro to make this all nice and neat and much more portable, you can do that as well. I've added these on the side for the reverb pedal and noise gate, and these on the back for the battery, obviously if you want to make it portable. So I recommend putting these downwards, the power bits, when you're placing them on the side, and I'll tell you why in a second. So stick that one on there, the cable straight across the back of the speaker, and then stick the noise gate on with the power button on the bottom. Just like that. There we go. Now that just connects nicely across the back. Just saying again, with these at the bottom. And now all that leaves us with is this here, which we'll just plug into the spirit box. So just stick that on top just like that. And then that is in the perfect position to just plug in just like so. And there we go. That is pretty much finished. Looking awesome. Okay, so we need power. So you need a plug with one of these bits on the end. And then we also need a connector like this with two of these to plug into each pedal, the reverb and the noise gate. So plug your power into that slot and then plug that in the wall. And then the other ends into the pedals. So stick that in there, bring that one across the back like this so it's just nice and neat. And then into the reverb pedal. There you go, that is totally finished and ready for an investigation. But what if you want it to be portable? Well, we're going to need two of these little things, with this end on here and on the other end being able to plug into a 9-volt battery, just like that. Alright, so just plug it in the bottom the same as you did with the other cable when you had it powered into the wall, and I've just applied some Velcro to the back just so your batteries aren't flopping around. That looks nice and neat. And then same with the other side, and you're ready to take it out somewhere. Stick that in there. Velcro on the back. Boom, there we go. Looking badass. So the reason I said place the pedals like I did with the flat bit at the top and place them quite high-ish is so these don't get squashed on the ground when you've placed them in there. Okay, so I'm just going to power on the spirit box first, then the side pedals, and then the speaker. Now one thing I want to say, they're very cheeky saying reverse, because it's not in reverse, it just sweeps backwards. So I was thinking, wow, if it's in reverse going super fast and a word comes out, that's crazy. But it's not, it's just going through the channels backwards. I just want to make that clear because I see a lot of people saying what I thought was true as well. So I'm going to start sweeping. There we go, and as you can hear, well, you can hear nothing. So that's the really good thing about this. So it's only going to come through with voices. So a few people said, why are you testing out the spirit box in your house? It's your house, it's obviously not haunted. Go to a haunted location. Well, for a start, this might look like kind of modern with Star Wars figures and lights, but this is a super old house with deaths in it. And the hauntings of this house, probably saved for another video, because there's been some freaky things, to be honest. Alright. So if there's anybody there who wants to talk, have you got something to say? Can you name anyone who lives in this house? No. Why not? You should know. You should know us all. So as you can pretty much tell there, guys, it's just scanning through the stations as we know, through the spirit box. So it kind of depends. What? The spirit box? Just scanning through the stations, right? Or is that someone talking to me? Who's there? Well, there we go. That is the magic box that people call a portal. I'm not sure why or even where that came from. I mean, I don't like the name because portals mean portals, but I'm going to put it in the title anyway, because if someone searches how to make this thing or whatever, that is what they're going to search for. Do you think I should take this out places and try out? Or do you just think it's daft? Let me know down in the comments below. Don't forget, if you want some Mythos merch, the link is in the description. It's just mythosparanormal.com. Everything will help out the channel. Thanks for watching, guys, and I will see you in the next one.